Why do many shot when few shot do trick? Now, I don't want to alarm anyone. Is your debris cat making too much noise all the time?
I haven't really prepared for this.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of Hawks Recap. My name is Clay. Thank you for tuning in. The Blackhawks just completed their 28th game of this shortened 56-game schedule, and thanks to the magnificent power of math, that means that we are officially at the halfway mark of this season, and the Blackhawks finish off their Cinderella story first half of this season with a 4-2 victory over the defending Western Conference Dallas Stars. Now, it was certainly easy to be a little concerned after the game on Tuesday when the Blackhawks didn't show up at all and rightfully got spanked for their efforts. But thankfully, the Hawks have been pretty good bouncing back this season. In the second game of these series that make up this schedule this year, the Blackhawks are 10-1-2 in those games, including 9 straight wins now. Blackhawks are finding ways to bounce back, make adjustments, whatever. They're finding ways to win. And this game, outside the scoreboard, wasn't the greatest for the Hawks, but a win is a win is a win is a win. And speaking of winning, the Blackhawks have now won 3 out of the first 4 games against the Dallas Stars this season, picking up 6 out of possible 8 points. All of those games being in Dallas, which means the final 4 games between these two teams this season will be in Chicago, including, at this point in time, the final 2 games of this season. And considering that, that'll be in early May, it's possible fans might be in the stands. And when you think that these two teams might be the 2 teams battling for that 4th playoff spot, if everything kind of stays the same in the second half of this season, that could be big for the Hawks. But let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. Let's stay in the moment, stay in the present. Blackhawks, second game of their 6-game road trip, final one in Dallas, as mentioned. Kevin Lankinen getting the start in net. Lucas Wallmark back in the lineup. Nicholas Beaudin back in the lineup. Ian Mitchell still sitting. Should we be concerned? I say no. And Coach Colleton reiterated that as well. Ian Mitchell, he's a rookie. He's played a lot of games so far this season. He's only missed 2 now, the last 2 games. He played the first 26. He hasn't played a pro schedule before. We're going to need him in the latter half of this season. There is no reason to wear him out. Let him rest a couple games, see the game from a new perspective, from up top, watch some game film, see how he's performing. He'll be back in the lineup. No reason to be concerned. Speaking of things to be concerned about, though, especially after Tuesday, Blackhawks got outshot 15-4 in this first period tonight. That's not good. Not good at all. But thankfully, Kevin Lankinen was a stud in net, and the Blackhawks found a way to convert on one of their few opportunities. About 5.5 minutes into the first period, Brandon Hagel wins a board battle in the neutral zone, and he springs Dominic Kubalik on a breakaway. I don't know how he gets a breakaway from that position, but thanks, Dallas defense. I'll take it. Kubalik does a nice little forehand, backhand, 5-hole goal. And the Hawks are up 1-0 early, and they would take that lead into the second period.
This is where the fun begins.
The second period in this game was ridiculous. The Blackhawks once again only had 4 shots on goal. Except this time they did it with 4 power plays in the period. Let me reiterate that. They had 4 shots on goal while having 4 power plays. You didn't let me finish. They also scored on 3 of those 4 shots. What? I know it's hard to believe, but sometimes life is stranger than fiction. And it all starts just under 3 minutes into the second period. Blackhawks on the power play. Boquist with a shot from the point. Soderberg, screen in front. And not only does he screen the goalie, but he gets the deflection as well. Carl Soderberg puts the Hawks up 2-0 early in the second. And that's how this one would go until about 5.5 minutes left to go in the middle frame. Blackhawks with some great offensive zone pressure, keeping the Dallas Stars hemmed in their own zone. At this point, the Stars have some tired players on the ice, and the Hawks take advantage of it. Eventually, the puck makes its way out to the point where Duncan Keith is waiting, and he decides, you know what? It's been too long since I've last scored a goal. Let's change that right now. Creates a shooting lane, takes this quick little slap shot, great screen in front from Suter, and the puck beats everyone cleanly and tickles the twine. Hawks up 3-0 late in the second period thanks to Duncan Keith's first goal of this season. The Hawks weren't done though. Not even 2 minutes after that, Hawks find themselves on the power play once again. Nice little interchange between Kane and DeBrincat. Kane gets DeBrincat the puck, and on the right-hand side, right by the dot, he decides to do a little wrist shot, put the puck on net. Thankfully, Hudobin never saw it, thanks to a great screen in front by Soderberg, and the Hawks take a 4-goal lead. Now, the Hawks have blown a couple 2-goal leads this season, and even a 3-goal lead recently, but a 4-goal lead? Come on, that should be safe, right? Right? Please tell me it's safe. The Blackhawks decide to take a couple dumb penalties late in the second period, and the Stars would find themselves on a 5-on-3 power play. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Thankfully, somehow, someway, the Blackhawks penalty kill unit, which has really struggled as of late, went 5 for 5 in this game, and the Hawks take their 4-goal lead into the third period, where surely they can't blow it, right? Right? Please tell me they can't blow it. Just under 10 minutes in, Rupe Hintz scores to make it 4-1, and then with just over 7 minutes remaining, John Klingberg walks in and makes it 4-2. Do you guys remember my table? Yeah, well, thankfully, I don't have to flip it because the Hawks and Kevin Lankinen would shut it down from there. Hawks win. Final score 4-2. Let it be known, a safe lead shall be of the count of 4 goals. 2-goal leads shall not be deemed safe, nor shall 3, unless it's on the way to 4. The Hawks got outshot 30-16 in this game, and they also put themselves in the box 5 times. It's certainly not how you draw it up, but as I mentioned, a win is a win is a win is a win, and you'll take it however it comes. It was good to see both Brandon Hagel and Carl Soderberg both get on the score sheet tonight. They do so many things that just don't show up on the score sheet. It's good to see them get rewarded from time to time. Hagel had the assist breaking out Kubalik for that first goal, and then Soderberg got the tip-in goal in the second period. Hagel all over the ice once again, like he's always been. Soderberg doing one of the things that I've been harping on for the past couple of years. If you are a frequent watcher of this channel, you know I've said this for a long time, and I think this is one thing the Hawks are doing a lot better this year than in the last few years, and that's getting traffic in front, and the big body of Soderberg has made such a difference. He's done such a good job being a big screen and taking the eyes away from the goaltenders. Now, Shaw was doing a great job of that too when he was playing, and even Strome was getting in on the act as well, but Soderberg has been the main difference. And I mean, you take away the eyes of a goalie and good things are going to happen. And well, you look at the Hawks record and where they stand in the standings, and I mean, you can't really argue with it. Now, with that said, the Hawks have 4 more games left on their road trip here. 2 in Florida. Well, all 4 in Florida, but 2 against the Panthers, 2 against the Tampa Bay Lightning. And the Hawks are going to have to play a little bit better than they did these past 2 games. They can't be getting outshot 30-16. It's not going to go well against the Panthers and the Lightning. So hopefully the Hawks find a way to pick up their games and hopefully pick up a couple points to start the back end of this season. We're halfway through and we're in a playoff spot. Lots to be happy and excited about right now, but we're not done yet. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Hawks Recap. I hope you got some sort of enjoyment out of it. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate that as always, but most importantly, stay safe, make good decisions, and I'll see you next time.